Recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Recycling means the efficient reuse of materials.
I think recycling is important because it cuts down the use of fossil fuels.
It doesn't just affect our community, it affects like everybody.
I mean, it's a lot easier than you imagine it would be. Just get yourself 2 trash cans instead of 1.
We need to be more cognizant of the world that we live in, and we need to do more recycling.
We waste entirely too much.
What needs to be separated and reused should be separated.
I try to recycle paper, plastic, bottles, cans.
To take an extra second out of my day to take a piece of plastic or something and put it in its appropriate place, if that's all the time it takes to do it right, then that's what I'm going to do.
I recycle a lot of paper, a lot of cardboard, plastic, my wine bottles, the important things. I know how important it is for people to leave the environment in a better place. And so for our children and our grandchildren, we're obligated to do that.
I think that recycling at work actually is extremely important because if you work as a team to recycle, it inspires other people and other members of the office to recycle.
At work, I recycle everything from paper products to any type of plastic container or anything that I might have, eaten during lunch.
At home, I really like to separate the packaging that can be recycled, the paper and the plastic, and put it in the recycle bin.
When I finish eating like fruit or anything biodegradable, I throw it on the ground near a tree or something.
Light bulbs are obviously recycled the proper way, batteries and all the rest of it, but that's home and office.
I try to separate with bags. I have a really tiny apartment, but I try to separate and then just bring it out in trash cans.
I feel that we owe it to the environment and to ourselves to not be living in trash. So the more we can reuse and recycle, the better off we'll be in the long run. I mean, we waste too much.
Like, it bothers me, like if there's a bottle thrown or something, I pick it up and throw it in the recycling bin.
I never throw stuff out of my car.
Well, at home we have recycling bins for things. We also compost all of our vegetable scraps and stuff like that in a little bucket on the patio.
We do collect the cans and we do recycle those, and we get money back from that.
I recycle cans, bottles, a lot of glass, and I use the money for gas.
I recycle bottles, cans, plastic, anything around the house, and just like her, I use it for gas money or whatever little bit of cash I need for any school expenses.
At home, I do plastic bottles as I do drink a lot of bottled water. I want to say that I should probably switch to like a filter.
When I finish using a bottle or something, I sometimes reuse it.
It makes no sense to make a product out of material that we end up throwing away. So recycling is essential.
We need to not have our trash get into our oceans.
And all this stuff that we see littering our streets, the bags, the bottles, the forks, the straws, that wash into our oceans through storm drains, through rivers.
We drag a net behind our boat, and when we do that, we find this soup of plastic.
We collect samples, and we're trying to show the world that plastic really doesn't go away. It's now getting into the food chain, impacting wildlife, but it may be impacting you and I through the food chain.
I've recently moved to Culver City, and we have the commingling recycling where we have the large bins. We do that at the apartment complex.
I know the best advice I can give about recycling is you just got to keep doing it each and every day and just work it into your daily routine.
The Culver Center is a center for recycling creatively. We get lots of resources from local businesses. Culver City has a lot of light industry on the edges of it, as well as a lot of architecture firms, so it's been a really ideal location for us to collect interesting things. Maybe they have leftover parts, remnants, everything from CDs at home to unusual things like Mylar and magnets. We get all kinds of interesting things, promotional items, but the campaign or the movie or the product was discontinued, so these items were not of any use to the company anymore, but here they take on a second life.
Well, when I spend my day here, I always look for a certain project that I'd like to do, and usually it's building a house for a doll that I build here too. We made clothes one time.
I recycle paper to make origami.
We work with artists a lot to help inspire ideas for creative reuse, and when they're working hands-on with these creative art projects, it makes them think about the environment and think about the things that they waste, and it really gives them a second thought about using too many things and reducing what they do use.
I've been recycling all my life. I have been recycling since I started hearing about how you can recycle to save the earth, which was 2 years ago. I recycle because I want to help the earth.
I recycle because I don't want to be a part of the problem. I want to be a part of the solution.
What can you recycle? You can always recycle paper, plastic, and glass.